The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's now time for Ottumwa Softball. Heard right here on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of the Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High Softball is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody. From Houston Field in the City of Bridges, Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo is the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Welcome into the Saturday of the Ottumwa Softball Classic, the 48th Ottumwa Softball Classic, the longest-running classic in the state of Iowa. Supposed to be 2 days this year. Unfortunately, yesterday was rained out entirely, but today's action has gone on as scheduled. And now your Ottumwa Bulldogs will finally take the field in the Classic. 2 games today. Game 1 against Davenport Assumption, and then Game 2 against our old friends from down the road in Fairfield. So Ottumwa enters with a record of 21-12. And the Bulldogs, the last time they played, they are coming off, a sweep of Des Moines Lincoln on Wednesday that clinched them a share of the Metro Conference title, rallying to win Game 2 6-5 in dramatic fashion, scoring 3 in the 7th to come from behind and beat the Rail Splitters. Davenport Assumption is 27-8. They are ranked second in the state in Class 3A, and they are coming off a dominating win earlier today over West Burlington Notre Dame here in the Ottumwa Classic. They scored 7 in the first inning and cruised to an 8-0 win over the Falcons. So the Knights, once again, very good, as you would expect. And Ottumwa still trying to round into form as they get ready for the postseason. If you hear a lot of yelling down the line from us, the Assumption team is in a huddle and doing a lot of yelling down the first base line. And they are a very potent opponent, especially offensively. They hit .407 as a team. They slugged .559. They've stolen 129 bases. Very good fielding team, .963 fielding percentage, and a team ERA of 1.76. And we're pretty sure they're going to use their number one pitcher against Ottumwa because they used 3 different pitchers in their 8-0 win over West Burlington Notre Dame earlier today, none of which were their ace. So Ottumwa's going to get a stiff challenge from West Burlington in this ball game. By contrast, you look at Ottumwa's numbers, and admittedly Ottumwa has played a 5A schedule, so some tougher opponents. The Bulldogs hit .323 as a team. They slugged .431. 95 stolen bases on the season for Ottumwa. They run quite a bit, just not as much as Assumption. Team fielding percentage of .932 and the Bulldogs' team ERA 3.60. Ottumwa's winning formula this year when they've gotten wins has been to outslug opponents. All right, we'll take 3 minutes and come back with the starting lineups here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa! It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
On KBIZ and on the live video stream, Bulldogs getting ready to play their first of 2 games today in the 48th annual Ottumwa Classic, taking on Davenport Assumption, the second-ranked team in Class 3A. Let's check the starting lineups first for the Knights of Assumption under their head coach, Ron Farrell. Leading off and playing center field. Let me double check the number on here. Just got that lineup card. I've got a number on here that doesn't... First name on the list is a number and a name that I'm not finding on the Assumption roster here. Oh, there it is, Jesse Wardlow. Okay, Jesse Wardlow in center, leading off. Batting second is the designated player, Abby Odine. Batting third for Assumption is the first baseman, Helen Sons. And the cleanup hitter is the catcher, Sydney Rowe. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Maddie Loken. The number 6 hitter is the pitcher, Bella Niggy. Batting seventh and playing second base, Isabella Krogman. The number 8 hitter is the third baseman, Callie Miller. And batting ninth is the left fielder, that is Emily Yatoni. In the field, but not in the batting order, the flex player for Davenport Assumption is Allie Castle in right field. Those are the Knights. These are your Ottumwa Bulldogs under head coach Mandy Moore. Leading off and playing shortstop, Jocelyn Ware. Batting second, the second baseman, Ella Aller. Amber Schatz at third base hits third, and Jordan Pauls, the catcher, bats cleanup. Batting fifth, the designated player, Ashlyn Sheets. Sam Weeks will play first base and bat sixth. Maddie Houck in center field hitting seventh. Ella Thompson, the right fielder, bats eighth. And batting ninth is the left fielder, Avery Frankie. The flex player for Ottumwa is the pitcher, senior Chloe Bradley. Those are your starting lineups for Ottumwa's first of 2 games. This will be Assumption's second game of the day. The Knights already beat West Burlington Notre Dame 8-0. And Ottumwa will try to get off to a good start against a very good Assumption team here as the Bulldogs wrap up the 48th Ottumwa Classic with 2 games here at Houston Field. We'll take another 2-minute timeout, continue with the pregame show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Performance Pipe in Bloomfield is hiring. They have 3 classifications open for hire: molding operators, a molding setup, and a maintenance position. Performance Pipe offers a competitive benefit package including medical, life insurance, pension plan, 401k, paid vacation, and holidays. Applicants must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. To apply, go to cpchem.com. Click Careers, type in Bloomfield to see the details of each job and apply for the one that best suits you. Or Google Performance Pipe in Bloomfield and ask for D. Chevron Phillips Chemical Company is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
For tonight's contest between the visiting team, the Davenport
Ottumwa High softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs in their own tournament, the 48th annual Ottumwa Classic, ready to take on Davenport Assumption in the opener. And then they'll face Fairfield to wrap up the Classic, again shortened to one day today because yesterday's storms that lingered into the afternoon wiped out all of yesterday's action. Ottumwa lost those 2 games. They didn't take losses. They just didn't get to play Roland Story and Ankeny yesterday. Games, of course, will not be made up. But the Bulldogs will face Davenport Assumption and Fairfield today. Ottumwa using today to tune up for the regional playoffs. They begin Thursday night. The Bulldogs will be on the road at Urbandale. 7 o'clock first pitch will be on the air at 6:50 on KBIZ and on the live video stream. If Ottumwa wins at Urbandale on Thursday, we'll travel to Valley for a sub-state semifinal on Saturday. And then if Ottumwa makes the regional final, that would be on July 12th. And the teams on the other side of Ottumwa's bracket are Bettendorf and Iowa City High. So that's next week. Today, though, it's all about wrapping up the regular season and playing what most likely will be Ottumwa's final 2 home games of the year. The Bulldogs' only path to a home game in the regionals is if they get to the regional final and it's Iowa City High. Ottumwa would get a home game in that instance. We'll take 2 minutes for the national anthem and return to the first pitch on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Houston Field. Andy Yargo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Ottumwa about to open play in the Ottumwa Classic as they take on Class 3A number 2, Davenport Assumption. Chloe Bradley in the circle for Ottumwa. Chloe will start the first of 2 for Ottumwa today. Again, we'll play Fairfield after this one. Bradley, 8-6 on the season with a 3.81 ERA. The defense behind her, Avery Frankie in left, Maddie Houck in center, Ella Thompson in right, Amber Schatz at third, Jocelyn Ware at short, Ella Aller at second, Sam Weeks at first, and Jordan Pauls is behind the plate. Jesse Wardlow, the left-handed batting center fielder, the leadoff hitter for Assumption, a junior hitting .459 with 18 runs batted in. We are ready to go here at Houston Field. It's already been an action-packed day in the Ottumwa Classic, and now Ottumwa enters the fray. First pitch by Bradley, fouled back 0-1. Our first pitch at 3:47. Here on a warm Saturday afternoon in the city of Bridges. 84 degrees under partly sunny skies. A light southeast wind at 9 miles an hour. The 0-1. Ground ball to short. Ware's got it. Throw to first. And unable to dig out the throw is Weeks. Safe at first is Wardlow. That'll be an error to start the game. Assumption will run like crazy. Wardlow came into the day with 31 stolen bases. That brings up the designated player, Abby O'Dean. The junior hitting .461 with 19 runs batted in. Another left-handed hitter. Shows bunt. Runner goes. Does not go. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-1. Wardlow started and stopped at first. Again, Assumption runs all the time. Assumption stole home on West Burlington, Notre Dame earlier today on a throw back from the catcher to the pitcher when they weren't paying attention to the runner at third. Here's the 0-1. Runner does go, pitch outside, throw down to second, the tag. Safe is the call. Oh, my. Wow, that throw by Jordan Pauls right on the money. Ware with the tag, but Wardlow called safe. I thought they had her count even at a ball and a strike. So a runner at second, nobody out. 1-1, the count to O'Dean. No batting gloves, kind of steps up to the front of that batter's box. Bunts it, it's in the air, it's caught by Pauls in foul territory for out number 1. Nice quick feet by Jordan Pauls. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Helen Sons. Sons, a junior, batting .448 with a home run and 27 batted in. Third straight left-handed batter in the Assumption order. Chloe Bradley's pitch. Off speed on the outside corner, strike 1. Bright sunshine for the most part on the field. It was cloudy for a good portion of the day, but during the previous game between Fairfield and Solon, the sun became a lot more consistent. 0-1 the count to Sons. The next offering, low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Wardlow reached on an error and stole second. O'Dean popped up a bunt for an out, 1 down. And Sons at the plate. Chloe Bradley brings it home. And a fly ball left side foul. That will be out of play. And the count goes to 1-2. This will, in all likelihood, be Chloe Bradley's final start at home in her career. And it may very well be her final pitching appearance for Ottumwa. Again, the regional playoffs are next for Ottumwa. Well, no, not quite. I take that back. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. Good stop by Pauls, 2-2. I almost forgot that Ottumwa's got to wrap up the conference season on Tuesday at Des Moines Roosevelt. Skip my mind for a moment as we'll be broadcasting baseball at the same time on Tuesday. But Bulldogs softball will end the regular season on Tuesday, 2 games at Des Moines Roosevelt. So it's not Chloe's final start. The 2-2. Little roller foul third base side. And we'll do it again. 2-2 to Helen Sons. Ottumwa, by the way, 2 games ahead of Des Moines Lincoln in the conference race with 2 to play. The Bulldogs at Roosevelt on Tuesday, so if Ottumwa just wins 1 out of 2, they will be outright Metro Conference champs. If they were to lose both games at Roosevelt and Lincoln were to win 2, they'd share the title. Line drive, right side base hit. Wardlow around third on her way to the plate. Thompson gets it back in, overthrows second base, backed up by shots. Throw back to second, not in time. Oh, man. It's 1-0 on the RBI hit by Sons. And then she takes second on the overthrow. That'll be an error on Thompson. Second error of the inning on Ottumwa. Another close play at second, and the Bulldogs wondering why they haven't gotten either call. Here is the catcher, Sidney Rowe, right-handed batter. Rowe hitting .527, 6 home runs, 39 runs batted in. First pitch. Liner foul, third base side, 0-1. Chloe doesn't want to leave that ball up in the zone for Rowe, obviously with that power. Probably doesn't want to leave it on the inside half either. 0-1 the count. The next offering. Off-speed bounced in there. Good stop by Pauls. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 to Sidney Rowe. The next offering, low, 2-1. Runner at second, 1 out, 1 in. Chloe's next pitch to Rowe is lined into center. Howe coming on, makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Nice play by Maddie Houck, and that'll bring up the Assumption shortstop, Maddie Loken. Loken, a senior, hitting .383 with a home run and 22 batted in. Another left-handed hitter for the Knights. First pitch, fly ball to center. Houck to her right, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 run on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 1 left after half an inning. Assumption won, but the Bulldogs are coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa allowed an unearned run to Davenport Assumption in the top half. Now the Bulldogs will have to face talented senior Bella Nagy, making her 21st start, 17-2 with an 0.91 ERA, 100 innings pitched, 61 hits allowed, 20 runs, 13 earned, 19 walks, 9 hit batters, 119 strikeouts, and opponents hitting 159 against her. The defense behind her has Emily Gattoni in left, Jesse Wardlow in center, Allie Casel in right, Callie Miller at third, Maddie Loken at short, Isabella Krogman at second, Helen Sons at first, and Sidney Rowe is behind the plate. Jocelyn Ware, Ella Aller, and Amber Schatz, the usual top 3 in the Bulldog lineup. Ware hitting .336 with a home run. She's driven in 19. Assumption wearing black jerseys, red block lettering, Knights across the front trimmed in white, red numbers trimmed in white front and back, red trim on the collar. Black pants, black socks for the Knights. Ottumwa wearing the red jerseys with white pinstripes, white lettering Bulldogs on the front, white numbers front and back, gray pants with a white belt, red trim on the pants. The red stirrups with the white stripes for OHS. So Ware will stand in against Bella Nagy. Slender right-hander in the circle for the Knights. Nagy spins the ball on her right hip, and the pitch. Inside, ball one. Couple of errors and one hit in the top of the first gave Assumption a 1-0 lead. Ottumwa trying to get it back in the bottom half. The 1-0 to Ware. That's on the inside corner for a called strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike. The next offering from the right-hander. Bunted, third base side, pretty good bunt, and there will be a throw, but it's way late as the third baseman Miller came in and picked it up, threw it anyway, but didn't have a chance. Ware with a bunt single to start the action here for Ottumwa in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up Ella Aller, hitting .381 with a home run and 19 driven in. Ware can steal a bag, of course. Doesn't run that often, 7 for 7. First pitch to Aller. Fouled back, 0-1. Corner infielders for Assumption thinking Ella might lay one down, and she might, but as powerful a bat as she has, Ottumwa usually lets her swing away. 0-1 the count. The next offering does show a bunt, pops it up, and it's caught by the catcher Rowe in foul territory for out number one. That'll bring up Amber Schatz. Bulldogs senior leader hitting .451, 4 home runs, and 30 batted in. One on, one out. Ottumwa down a run, bottom one. Swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Amber fooled a bit on that one, way out in front. No balls and a strike to Schatz. The next offering from Nagy. Up and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Amber digs back in. Open stance for the right-handed batter. Here's the 1-1. Line drive caught by the third baseman Miller. Ware back to first, and there's 2 down. And it's up to Jordan Pauls, who's been turning on the power as of late. Pauls has that average up to .339, leading the team with 5 home runs and with 32 RBI. Ware at first with 2 down. Ottumwa down a run here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch, strike 1 on the inside corner. Assumption got an unearned run in the top of the first. Jocelyn Ware a bunt single to start this bottom of the first inning, still at first with 2 down. Off speed swing and a miss. Again, Ottumwa really trying to gear up for the hard stuff from Nagy, and both Schatz and Pauls have been fooled on the off-speed. 0-2. 2-out runner on first. The pitch. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jordan digs back in. Junior with a 1-2 count. And the pitch. Off the plate outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way to Pauls. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left after an inning. Assumption 1, Ottumwa 0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
If you've got more to do than time to do it, you deserve some hard-working help. Introducing the all-electric Ranger XP Kinetic, the most powerful utility side-by-side ever made. With an advanced electric drivetrain, lithium-ion batteries, and remarkably quiet operation. Now the world's hardest-working people have a revolutionary choice in how jobs get done. Ranger XP Kinetic.
Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the second inning, Bulldog softball brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency plumbing services, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Roto-Rooter Ottumwa, your specialists in plumbing and water cleanup. By Bridge City Realty, whether you're looking to buy your next home or sell your current property, they'll be with you every step of the way. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's trusted experts. And by Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. Davenport Assumption 1, Ottumwa nothing as the Knights bat the top of the second here in the 48th Annual Ottumwa Classic. 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Knights, starting with their pitcher. And I've heard 3 different pronunciations of her name today. We've been going with Nagy. And at any rate, the talented right-hander steps into the right-handed batter's box to face Chloe Bradley. As a hitter, .398, a home run, and 28 batted in. Does it all for the Knights. First pitch, off the plate outside, ball 1. Chloe Bradley toes the rubber. And her 1-0. On the outside corner for a called strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike, Ottumwa down a run. Assumption batting here in the top of the second. The pitch, fouled back, and the count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Chloe. Outside, 2-2. Couple of seniors facing each other here. Chloe Bradley for Ottumwa. Bella Nagy for Assumption. The 2-2. High and away, 3-2. Isabella Krogman on deck. Callie Miller in the hole. Three balls, 2 strikes. Chloe's payoff pitch. Pop foul off to the right, and that will land up against the bottom of the screen out of the reach of both Jordan Pauls, the catcher, and Sam Weeks, the first baseman. We'll do it again at 3-2. Bradley waits for Nagy to dig back in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Fly ball to center. Hauk, in just a couple of steps, makes the catch out, number 1. That's 3 straight outs recorded by Ottumwa on fly balls to center. 1 out here in the second inning for the second baseman, Isabella Krogman. Krogman, a junior, hitting .373 with a home run and 23 batted in. Right-hander to right-hander, the pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. (0-1) to the Knights' second baseman, Krogman. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the second, Ottumwa down a run. That pitch outside, and the count even at a ball and a strike. One and 1 the count. The next offering, outside, 2-1. Bradley working deliberately as she always does. Her 2-1 pitch. Line but foul into the left field corner. And the count even at 2-2. Bradley took a little bit off that one and had Krogman out in front. Two balls, two strikes. Bradley's pitch. Popped it up, right side. Who wants it? All are coming in, and the second baseman makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up the third baseman, Callie Miller. Miller, a junior, hitting .308 with 9 runs batted in.
Now batting number 28, Callie Miller.
Two out, nobody on here in the top of the second inning. First pitch to Miller. Ground ball right back to the circle. One hop to Bradley. Throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 second inning for Chloe Bradley. We go to the bottom half. Ottumwa down a run on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the second inning. Ottumwa High softball brought to you by Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa's favorite place to eat. And by the way, I ate there last night. Very good as always. By Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street, Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family. And by Josh Brenna and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. 48th Annual Ottumwa Softball Classic here at Houston Field. Ottumwa trailing Class 3A number 2 Davenport Assumption 1-0. As the Bulldogs bat in the bottom of the second, Ashlyn Sheets, Sam Weeks, and Maddie Hauk do up against Bella Nagy. Sheets hitting .306. She's driven in 13. Left-handed batter. Presumably will pitch the final game today against Fairfield. The designated player here in Game 1. First pitch. Outside, ball 1.
Leading off, number 27, Ashlyn Sheets.
1-0 to Sheets. The next offering on the way. And a swing and a foul back. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Sheets digs back in with a 1-1 count. And the pitch. Little pop up back towards the circle. Nagy, the pitcher under her, makes the catch, 1 down. That brings up the first baseman, Sam Weeks. The freshman hitting .288 with a home run and 17 driven in.
Number 11, Sam Weeks.
Earlier today up in the press box, I was talking with our good friend from the Ottumwa Courier, Scott Jackson. As that pitch way high all the way to the backstop, 1-0. And a few of the players are up there as well, helping out during some of the other games. Scott and I were talking about the trend earlier today of games getting out of hand a little bit. And he said he was hopeful we'd have 2 good games with Ottumwa today, as the pitch is outside to Weeks 2-0. And Sam Weeks was sitting right there and turned to both of us and said, oh yeah, we'll put on a show. So Sam Weeks feeling confident coming into this matchup. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch fouled back. It's 2-1. Weeks awaiting the 2-1 from Nagy. Here it comes. Off speed, grounded to second. Up with it is Krogman. Throw to first in time, and there's 2 down. Two down, nobody on for Maddie Hauk. Bulldogs center fielder hitting .261 with 11 driven in. First pitch, Maddie shows bunt, bunts at it and misses, strike one. One nothing. Assumption leading Ottumwa here in the bottom of the second. 2 out, nobody on. And the 0-1. Upstairs and tight. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one to Hauk. Someone trying to get a 2-out rally going from the bottom third of the order. A swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. We have not had a close game yet today, really. As the 1-2 pitch is, called strike 3. Thought it was low, but the inning is over. Ottumwa goes in order. We've played 2. Ottumwa down a run on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice, basically from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Bulldog softball brought to you by Reflection Studio next to New Cara Pharmacy in downtown Ottumwa. Looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. By Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, your local pediatric provider. Mercy One Ottumwa, your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org. And by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications, Lisco of Fairfield. Davenport Assumption 1, Ottumwa 0 as the Knights come to bat here in the top of the third. 48th Annual Ottumwa Softball Classic. Emily Yatonia lead it off in the top of the order, Jesse Wardlow and Abby Odine. Yatonia coming into the day, a senior hitting .238 with 7 runs batted in. Chloe Bradley has allowed just an unearned run on a hit in 2 innings. First pitch, bunted, foul behind the plate, 0-1. Again, close games have not been the theme today. First game today, Solon beat West Burlington Notre Dame 13-3 in 6 innings. Second game, Assumption scored 7 in the first and beat West Burlington Notre Dame 8-0. Then in the game before this one, Fairfield scored 5 in the first and beat Solon 8-3. So far 1-0 is pretty much far and away the closest game we've had early. That pitch off the plate outside counted even at a ball and a strike. In fact, there's been a run scored by the visiting team in all 4 games now. Solon had 3 against West Burlington Notre Dame. That pitch grounded up the middle, base hit. Leadoff single for Yatoni, and we go back to the top of the order, and Jessie Wardlow, who reached on an error and scored her first time up. So Solon 3 in the first against West Burlington today. Assumption 7 in the first against West Burlington. Fairfield 5 in the first against Solon, and in this game, Assumption got 1 in the first against Ottumwa. So Wardlow stands in, runner at first, nobody out. And the pitch bunted. Bradley afield it, got to hurry, throw to Aller. Not in time. Bunt single for Wardlow. First and second, nobody out. And the batter is Abby Odine, who fouled out trying to bunt her first time up. This feels like it could be another Assumption bunt here. A sharp single up the middle and a bunt single, 2 on, nobody out for Assumption here in the third. Bunted back to Bradley, throw to first. This one's in time for the out. Sacrifice 1-4. Runners to second and third with 1 out, and the batter Helen Sons, who singled her first time up. An RBI hit. Bradley steps to the rubber. First pitch, inside to the left-handed batting Suns, ball 1. Yatoni at third, Wardlow at second for the Knights. Bradley's 1-0. Bunted back towards Bradley, not going to have a play, run scores. And it's 2-0 Assumption on the bunt single by Suns. Her second RBI. Scoring is Yatoni. Wardlow to third. And that'll bring up the catcher, Sydney Rowe. Assumption, I think, wants to pinch run for Suns here. And out of the dugout comes Catherine Snyder, who's just out of 8th grade.
Now batting number 32, Sydney Rowe.
No bunt here. No bunt here.
So second and third, and here is the dangerous Rowe, who flew out to center her first time up. Pardon me, first and third. Although I expect Snyder to run here. She does. Pitch is taken up high. Ottumwa lets her go. So second and third now, and the count 1-0 to Rowe. One ball, no strikes. Assumption now leading 2-0. 2 more in scoring position, only 1 away. Chloe Bradley trying to find a way to avoid more damage. Pitch bunted at and missed. And they will run Wardlow back to third. Racing back to second is Snyder. Count even at a ball and a strike. Tried to catch Ottumwa napping there, but Rowe bunted right through it. 1-1 now to the cleanup hitter for the Knights. Bunt shown, now pulled it back. Takes a pitch low and away, 2-1. Three hits in this inning. Only one has left the infield. 2 have been bunt singles. The 2-1. Liner in the center, base hit. 1 run is home. They're going to send another runner around and hold as the throw is up the line. 3-0. Wardlow scores. Snyder stops at third. On the throw to the plate, Rowe takes second. And we may get a courtesy runner now for the catcher, Rowe. Waiting to see who pops out of the dugout there. And that will be Sophie Miller, a freshman, to run for Sydney Rowe. That's a courtesy runner, not a pinch runner. Pitch to Maddie Loken, misses for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. 1 out, runners at second and third, 2 home, 3-0 Assumption, top of the third. Ground ball on a hop, knocked down by Aller, nice play. Only plays to first, they'll get the out. A run scores, it's 4-0 as Snyder comes home. Loken gets an RBI on the ground out. Down to third goes Miller, the courtesy runner, and the batter is Bella Nagy, who flew out to center her first time up. Bradley's pitch. Soft liner to second. Nice pick by Ware. Throw to first in time, inning over. That was a one-hop liner over the bag at second. Seemed ticketed for center, but Jocelyn Ware, great range to her left, and throws her out. 3-run score on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Ottumwa trailing 4-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning, Ottumwa softball brought to you by Lee's Photography. Ottumwa, capturing all the special moments in your life, such as weddings, sports, senior photos, family portraits, and more. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, capturing memories to last a lifetime. And by Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, your premium broadband provider expanding into Wapello County. Please go to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com to express interest in fiber internet at your home. 8-9 and 1 due up for Ottumwa here in the bottom of the third, trailing Davenport Assumption 4-0. Ella Thompson will lead it off for the Dogs, then Avery Frankie and Jocelyn Ware. Thompson, the junior, hitting .286 with a home run and 9 driven in. Bellanagi allowed a bunt single to Jocelyn Ware. Ottumwa's first batter and nothing since. That pitch inside to Thompson, ball 1. 1-0 to the Bulldog right fielder. The next offering to Ella. Inside again, 2-0. Thompson ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Right hit and batting junior digs in. The 2-0 from Nagy. Swing and a miss at a rise ball, 2-1. Swung under that one. A lot of fans from Assumption have made the trip down from Davenport. Assumption softball always travels really well. Always fun to have them here. A lot of fans here from Fairfield awaiting their turn to play at Ottumwa. That's following this game. The 2-1. Upstairs, 3-1. And, of course, there's a lot of Bulldog fans in attendance.
All right, fella, right here, kid, let's go.
3 balls and a strike to Ella Thompson. Hitters count with Frankie on deck. The pitch. In there, called strike 2 on the inside corner. Thompson thought she might have drawn ball 4. But now with a full count. Thompson digs back in. The 3-2 pitch. Down low, ball 4. Good discipline by Ella Thompson during that plate appearance, and she'll draw the walk. Brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. That brings up Avery Frankie, the number 9 hitter for Ottumwa, batting .273 with 12 runs batted in. Ottumwa down 4-0. Had the leadoff hitter on here in the third. Frankie takes a letter high strike, 0-1. Bulldogs trying to respond after Assumption put 3 on the board in the top of this third inning to open up a 4-0 lead. 0-1 to Avery. The pitch. Bunted. Pretty good bunt. First base side fielded by Horn. The throw to first in time. Pardon me, that was Sons. Helen Sons picks it up, throws to the Second baseman Krogman covering. Sacrifice 3-4. Runner to second with one out. Top of the order, Jocelyn Ware, a bunt single her first time up. They actually have a shift on here. This is something new. Ware takes a pitch inside, ball one. Well, you see this in baseball all the time, so much so the Major League Baseball may get rid of it. But Assumption has three infielders to the left of second base. The only defender on the right side is the first baseman's sons, the 1-0. On the inside corner for a called strike. And they're pitching Ware inside, trying to make her hit the ball to the left side. Tell you what, though, lay a bunt down to the right side. There's no way they're going to get her out. There's nobody to field it and cover. Now the 1-1. Fouled straight back, 1-2. One ball, two strikes. See if Ware can find a way to beat the shift. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, and there's two down. Third strikeout for Belenigi. And that'll bring up Ella Aller, who fouled out to the catcher trying to bunt her first time up. Assumption will leave the shift on here. First pitch on the way. And there's a fly ball to left, shallow. And making the catch is the left fielder, Yatoni, to retire the side. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a runner left after three. Ottumwa down 4-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Performance Pipe in Bloomfield is hiring. They have 3 classifications open for hire: molding operators, a molding setup, and a maintenance position. Performance Pipe offers a competitive benefit package including medical, life insurance, pension plan, 401k, paid vacation, and holidays. Applicants must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. To apply, go to cpchem.com. Click Careers, type in Bloomfield to see the details of each job and apply for the one that best suits you. Or Google Performance Pipe in Bloomfield and ask for D. Chevron Phillips Chemical Company is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the fourth inning, Davenport Assumption 4, Ottumwa 0 as the Knights come to bat. 7, 8, 9 to up in their order, Krogman, Miller, and Yatoni. Assumption out hitting Ottumwa 5-1. As Chloe Bradley throws her final warm-up pitch. Krogman stands in, having popped out to second her first time up. I wouldn't say it's incredibly hot out here, but it is warm and humid. Temps in the mid-80s. Every now and then the light breeze blows through and it cools you off, but that's not consistent. It says humidity is only 49%. It feels higher. All right, here's Bradley's first pitch. Bunt shown, bunted, and that trickles foul off to the left 0-1. Assumption 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Ottumwa no runs, 1 hit, and 2 errors. 0-1 the count to Krogman. The next offering from Chloe. Off the plate outside, 1-1. One and one to Isabella Krogman. That pitch lined into center field. That is caught on a diamond catch by Maddie Hauk for out number 1. Boy, Maddie flashing the speed and the leather in center field. Great play by Maddie Hauk. That gets an exclamation mark in the scorebook. 1 down. And the batter, Callie Miller, who grounded back to the circle her first time up. First pitch, high, ball one. One out, nobody on after the great diving catch by Matty Houck center. The 1-0. Ground ball to third, knocked down by Schatz, picked it up the bare hand, throw to first in time for out number 2. Good play by Amber Schatz. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Emily Yatoni, singled and scored her first time up. Assumption got a run in the first and 3 in the third. They lead 4-0. 2 out, nobody on here in the top of the 4th. Chloe Bradley winds and delivers. And a pop-up left side, shallow left. Coming in is Avery Frankie, makes the catch at a 1-2-3 frame for Chloe Bradley. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Ottumwa's got work to do. They're down 4-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Ottumwa High Softball hosting the Ottumwa Classic for the 48th time. Bulldogs trailing Class 3A number 2 Davenport Assumption 4-0. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Dogs. Amber Schatz, Jordan Pauls, and Ashlyn Sheets against the right-hander Bellanigi, who has struck out 3 in 3 innings, has walked 1, has allowed just 1 hit, a bunt single by Ware back in the first inning. Amber Schatz lined out to third her first time up. The catcher Sydney Rowe jogs behind the plate. Schatz digs in, trying to get something going for Ottumwa here in the 4th. First pitch, ground ball up the middle. The shortstop Loken knocks it down, doesn't have a play. And Ottumwa's got the leadoff hitter on. That'll be an error. First error committed by the Knights and the batter Jordan Pauls, who struck out her first time up. Pauls digs in, hoping to make contact here. First pitch on the way. Up and in, ball 1. Pace of this game a little slow. Both pitchers work deliberately. Now the 1-0. Chopper left side in the hole, base hit. Schatz will put on the brakes at second. The shortstop, Loken, was kind of playing up the middle there, and that ball to her right in the hole and out of her reach. 2 on, nobody out for Ashlyn Sheets, who popped out to the pitcher her first time up. We're going to get a courtesy runner here for Jordan Pauls, the catcher. That'll be Hunter Caldwell. So 2 on, nobody out. Caldwell now the runner at first. Schatz at second. Ottumwa down 4-0, but trying to mount a threat here. First pitch here to Sheets. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Schatz running for third, and she is out. I don't know if Ottumwa wanted something else to happen there, or they just try to catch Assumption napping, but shots caught stealing, and that's a big first out. 2-5 in the book. 0-1 now to Sheets. The next pitch. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. What makes me wonder is if Ottumwa maybe wanted a different play there and a sign was missed, is that Caldwell was not running. Usually when you send the runner at second, you'll send the runner at first as well. That pitch outside to Sheets, 2-1. Two balls and a strike, 1 on, 1 out now. Ottumwa had the first 2 runners on, but 1 thrown out on the base paths. The pitch to Ashland, lined up the middle, but there to field it was Loken, the shortstop, but she bobbled it. Everybody's safe. Playing near the bag, hoping to turn a double play, but she commits her second error of the inning. And that'll bring up Sam Weeks, who grounded to second her first time up. See if Sam can cash in on these Ottumwa or these errors committed by Assumption. Pitch upstairs, checked her swing, ball 1. Shots reached on an error. Paul singled. Shots caught stealing. Sheets reached on an error. 2 on, 1 out, and a 1-0 count to Sam Weeks. The pitch downstairs, low and away, 2-0. Each team now with 2 errors. Ottumwa committed its 2 errors in the first inning. Assumption a couple of miscues here in the fourth. Bulldogs down 4-0, but trying to rally. The 2-0, swing and a miss, 2-1. Snap throw down to second, not in time. 2 balls and a strike to Sam Weeks. The wind by Nagy in the pitch. Fouled back, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Weeks trying to protect the plate. The pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Sydney Rowe, the catcher. Full count, 3-2. Maddie Hauk on deck. 3-2 to Weeks. The wind and the payoff pitch to Sam on the way. Popped it up. That'll get back off the screen. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Caldwell at second, Sheets at first, 1 out. Another 3-2 to Weeks. Called strike 3, and Sheets heads back to the dugout. And then somehow the ball ended up in left field, and Caldwell ends up at third. I was watching Weeks go back to the dugout because the look on her face told me she thought that was ball 4. And then I'm guessing that Rowe tried to throw the ball down to third for some reason. The ball ended up in left field. Caldwell goes to third on what will be the 3rd error of the inning. The batter, Maddie Hauk, who was called out on strikes her first time up. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Runners on the corners in 2 out. 0-1 to Maddie. The next offering. Bunted, third base side, good bunt. It's gonna trickle foul. Boy, that was fair halfway up the line, and it just wouldn't stay on the right side of the chalk. That would have scored a run, 0-2. Oh, 0-2 to Maddie. Trying to protect the plate here. Somewhat down 4-0. In danger of missing a pretty good chance to score this inning. Runners on the corners. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. No runs, 1 hit, 3 errors, and 2 left. We go to the 5th. Ottumwa down 4-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 5th inning. Bulldogs softball at the Ottumwa Softball Classic. Ottumwa trailing Davenport Assumption 4-0. Knights a run in the first and 3 in the third. Ottumwa's only had 2 hits. They've stranded 4. 2 in scoring position. Top of the order due up for the Knights here. Wardlow, Odine, and Helen's Sons. Jesse Wardlow has reached on an error and scored, and has laid down a bunt single and scored. Ottumwa being out hit 5-2. Bulldogs have 2 errors. Assumption committed 3 errors in the bottom of the 4th inning, but Ottumwa was unable to capitalize. One of those errors was wiped out on a caught stealing. Chloe Bradley's first pitch this inning is lined into center. How coming on? Cannot get it on the dive. It gets behind her. Wardlow around second, racing for third. Ottumwa having trouble picking up the ball out there, and that'll be a triple for Jesse Wardlow. And she's at third with nobody out for Abby Odine, who's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. Boy, I thought Hauk was going to make another outstanding play, try to make a backhand play on the dive, and just got under her glove. Sixth hit of the game for the Knights. First pitch, strike at the letters to Odine, 0-1. Chloe Bradley could really use her first strikeout here. Strikeouts brought to you by Sonic Drive-In Ottumwa. Oh, 0-1 to Odine. Left-handed hitter, no batting gloves. Now the 0-1. Ground ball to second, off the mask of Aller, and everybody's safe. The throw home not in time. And it is 5-0. Ball took kind of a tough hop on Eller and hit her in the face mask. Glad she was wearing the mask. Infield was in for Ottumwa. I don't think Wardlow was coming home right away. She didn't run until that ball got away. So runner at first, a run home, and the batter Helen Sons, who's 2 for 2, 2 singles, 2 RBI. First pitch, bunts it third base side. That'll get foul for strike 1. A 1-1 to the left-handed batting first baseman for the Knights. Chloe Bradley brings it home. Bunted back towards the circle. Miscommunication there. Throw to first. Not in time. And now they got the runner caught up between second and third. The throw to third. The tag by Bradley out at third for out number 1. Odine took too big a turn at second. Aller covering first. The throw from Schatz was late. Odine Sons gets the bunt single. But O'Dean around second too far, and Ella Aller did exactly what you're supposed to do, ran right at her with the ball. That pitch hit in the air to right, shallow, racing in is Thompson, fields it on a hop, and then falls down, gets it to Aller as runners advance to second and third. Well, Ella Thompson tried to make a great catch in shallow right. The ball short hopped into her glove. And then as she tried to gain her balance from reaching down for the ball, she fell down. Gets up after giving the ball to Aller and signals that she's okay. Well, I'm still trying to recap the previous play here. There's second and third, one out. That'll be a single for Sydney Rowe. Goes to second. And now Thompson plays a little catch with Ella Aller to make sure she was okay after she fell down pretty hard there. Maddie Loken, the batter, has flied out and hit an RBI ground out. So the play before that blooper by Rowe, you had the bunt single by Sons, but on the play, O'Dean retired, took the turn too far around second. Aller ran right at her. Then as she finally broke to third, Chloe Bradley was covering third. And the throw went to Bradley in time for the out. So O'Dean retired 5-4-1. First pitch is a strike to Loken, and then after that, they'll get a courtesy runner. Jesse, no, I can't. That's not right. So the roster we have has Jesse Wardlow, their center fielder, at 27. She's actually wearing 2. I think now they've put a 27 out there, and I don't know who that is. There's a strike to Loken, and it's 0-2. Second and third, one out. Ottumwa now down 5-0. And the pitch. Ground ball to second. Aller's got it. Looks the runner back to third. Throw to first. Now they've got 2 runners on one base. And getting back to second is that courtesy runner as Sam Weeks was running back in. Sons was holding at third. The runner at second ran to third, was nearly all the way to third when she realized that she didn't have anywhere to go. But Ottumwa didn't want to throw to try to get that runner out and allow the other runner to come home from third, even though Ottumwa only needed one more out to end the inning. So it ends up just being a 4-3 ground out for Loken. And here's the pitcher, Bellanagi, who was flied out and grounded out 0-2. First pitch, ground ball to short. Ware has it. Throw to first, and the inning is over. Pretty good job there by Chloe Bradley after that leadoff triple to only allow the 1 run. It was 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Ottumwa down 5-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs. You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Ottumwa's mounting a little taller now. They trail Class 3A number 2 Davenport Assumption 5-0. 8-9 and 1 to up for the Dogs. Thompson, Frankie, and Ware against talented right-hand senior Bellanagi, who has allowed just 2 hits in 4 innings, has struck out 5, and has walked 1. That walk was to Thompson leading off the 3rd inning. Ottumwa eventually stranded her at second. Five runs, 8 hits, 3 errors for Assumption. No runs, 2 hits, and 3 errors for Ottumwa. Thompson stands in for her second plate appearance. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike one. Bulldogs, after this game, win or lose, will play Fairfield to wrap up this year's Ottumwa Classic. Here's the 0-1. Strike at the letters 0-2. I'm not sure Ella's that tall. No balls, 2 strikes. Thompson digs back in. The 0-2. Way high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. After today, only one more regular season date for Ottumwa softball and baseball. That's Tuesday at Des Moines Roosevelt. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 1. Strikeout number 6 for Bellanigi. Avery Frankie, the batter, a sacrifice bunt her first time up. We'll have baseball on Tuesday from Roosevelt. That'll be a 3:30 first pitch. Then at the end of next week, we begin the playoffs. Ottumwa Regional Playoff Softball at Urbandale Thursday night, as Frankie swings and misses 0-1. Ottumwa Substate Playoff Baseball Friday night at Indianola. If softball wins, they'd play Saturday, a week from today. If baseball wins Friday, they'd play the following Monday. Frankie takes a pitch inside, and the count even at a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on, bottom of the 5th inning. Ottumwa down 5-0. The 1-1 to Avery Frankie. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Jocelyn Ware on deck. 1-2 to Frankie. Pitch on the way. Way high, 2-2. Frankie out of the box for a couple of practice swings. Now digs back in. The 2-2 pitch is on the way, and it's high again, 3-2. So Frankie's worked it full. And top of the order, Ware on deck. Assumption does have somebody warming up in their bullpen. Molly Rowe, a sophomore pitcher. That pitch is popped up right side behind the plate, and the catcher Rowe cannot make the catch. It's just too far behind her. Had her back to the field, and it overran it a bit. And Frankie gets new life, 3-2. Assumption used 3 different pitchers in game 1. I figured they'd stay with Nagy here the whole way in game 2, but Rowe is throwing down there. Whether it's to come in or not, I don't know. Another 3-2, another pop up, this one fair territory. The first baseman, Sons, comes to her right to make the catch. 2 down.
Now batting number 32, Jocelyn Ware.
Top of the order, Jocelyn Ware, who is at a bunt single and has struck out 1 for 2. Someone down 5-0 as they bat here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch, bunted in the air and caught up the third baseline, foul by the catcher, Rowe to retire the side. Ottumwa goes in order. We go to the 6th. Bulldogs down 5-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the sixth inning, Chloe Bradley still in the circle for Ottumwa. She's battled this very good Assumption lineup. Haven't had too many hard hit balls against her. Assumption's had their share of bunt hits in this game. They put a lot of pressure on the Ottumwa defense. Ottumwa trailing 5-0 as the Knights have 7, 8, and 9 due up here in the sixth. Krogman, Miller, and Yatoni. Krogman has popped out and flied out, the second of which was a great diving catch in right center by Maddie Hauk. Chloe toes the rubber, ball in her right hip. Now the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Assumption 1 in the first, 3 in the third, 1 in the fifth. They lead 5-0. Now the 1-0. High 2-0. Chloe hasn't struck out a batter, but Bradley hasn't walked a batter either. Now her 2-0. On the outside corner for a called strike, 2-1. Bradley ready for the 2-1 pitch to Krogman. On the outside corner again, strike 2. So Chloe, after getting behind 2-0, has gotten it back even. Callie Miller, the third baseman, on deck. Then the left fielder, Emily Yatoni. 2-2 to Krogman. Chloe has her pitch call, the wind, and here it comes, and a liner one hop off the glove of the shortstop Ware and into left field. Leadoff hitter on for the Knights, and that'll bring up Miller, who is grounded to the circle and grounded to third, 0 for 2.
Next up, number 28, Callie Millie.
That'll be an error on Ottumwa, their fourth of the game. First pitch, runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw down to second, not in time. Pitch ended up in the dirt. Stolen base for Krogman. 0-1 to Miller. One ball, no strikes to Miller. Showed bunt. Pulled the bat back. Pitch was a ball, and the count's even at a ball and a strike. She swung at the first one. Scoreboard says 2-0, but it's 1-1. Now the 1-1. Bunted off her feet in the batter's box. Foul ball, 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Runner at second, nobody out here in the top of the sixth. Assumption batting and leading Ottumwa 5-0. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. The pitch, ground ball to short. Ware's got it. Throw to first is high. And runners are going to end up at second and third on another Ottumwa error. That ball all the way up against the dugout. And Mandy Moore out of the dugout wants to talk to the entire infield. Second and third on a pair of errors here to start the sixth inning. Number 9 hitter Emily Yatoni at the plate, 1 for 2 with a single and a run. Long conference here. Mandy's still talking to her entire infield, probably just trying to get him to focus here. And there is more activity in that Assumption bullpen, although I think it's just somebody getting work. Conference breaks up. And here is Utoni. Again, 1 for 2 as she stands in. Bradley looking into the dugout now, waiting for the pitch call from Mandy Moore. Has it. First pitch on the way. And a fly ball to left. Heading over to her left is Frankie, but it's Hauk who gets there and makes the catch. Throw comes into third, and now they got the runner hung up between second and third. Throw back to second, though not in time. Boy, Amber Schatz took just an extra beat to get rid of that throw, chasing the runner back. Ottumwa does get an out. Krogman scores, unearned run, 6-0. Sacrifice fly for Utoni.
Next up, number 2, Jesse Wardlow.
Runner at second for Wardlow, who is 2 for 3, has reached on an error, singled and tripled, and has scored 3 times. Bradley's pitch. Little slap to third, picked up by Schatz, throw to first in time. Nice play, Amber Schatz, 2 down. Down to third goes Miller, and the batter Abby O'Dean, who is 0 for 2, is fouled out, laid down a sac bunt, and reached on an error. Ottumwa down 6-0. Here in the top of the 6th inning. The pitch. Outside corner strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike, the next offering. Fly ball, shallow center, bloop single, run scores, 7-0. Boy, that ball was right off the end of the bat, but an RBI single for O'Dean. 2 unearned runs in the inning as Assumption cashes in the Ottumwa errors. Well, that's not Chloe Bradley's fault. That'll bring up Helen Sons, who is 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Got a pinch runner for O'Dean, and it's a player wearing 44 who's, it's not a number I have on the roster. So here is Sons, left-handed batting first baseman, first pitch, low and away, ball 1. There are a number of names on the Assumption roster we got from the varsity bound site. Number of names that don't have numbers next to them. Probably sub-varsity players that have played up for varsity a time or two. As the 1-0 pitch is low, 2-0. All right, I found the lineup card for Assumption here. 44 is Ava Poston, who's on our roster as 19. That pitch in there for a strike, runner goes, throw to second. The tag, and the ball just snuck out of Ware's glove. She had to make a diving attempt at the catch, but it was right on the runner as Poston was sliding in. And if Ware had hung on to that ball, I think Poston might have been out, but it's a stolen base. Count is 2-1 to Sons. That pitch in there for a strike. We're even at 2-2. Seven-0 Assumption here. 2 out, runner on second here in the top of the 6th. A pair of unearned runs are home in the frame for the Knights. Chloe's pitch, low and away, 3-2. Their most dangerous hitter, Sydney Rowe, on deck. Chloe toes the rubber. And the 3-2 to Suns. Fly ball to right. Thompson freezes in her tracks, waits on it, makes the catch, side retired. So 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Ottumwa down 7-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 6th inning, getting late for Ottumwa in their first game of the Ottumwa Softball Classic. They trail Class 3A number 2 Davenport Assumption 7-0. All our shots and balls, 2, 3, and 4 due up in the Bulldog order. Ella has fouled out and flied out 0 for 2. Bella Nagy for Assumption has allowed just 2 hits in 5 innings. Has struck out 6, has walked 1. Managed to pitch around 3 Assumption errors in the 4th inning. That was the inning where Ottumwa had its best threat, but the Bulldogs still haven't scored.
Start the rally, 3-9. Start the rally.
Assumption trying to leave Ottumwa with a pair of shutouts. They beat West Burlington Notre Dame 8-0 earlier today. It was Solon over West Burlington 13-3. Assumption over West Burlington 8-0. And Fairfield over Solon 8-3. First pitch here to Aller. Bunts it foul back to the screen, strike 1. Oh, 0-1 to the Bulldogs' second baseman. Nagy brings it home, and Aller bunts it foul back again. 0-2. Again, Assumption has the shift on 3 defenders to the left side of the infield. So Aller's trying to bunt it to the right side. The first baseman, Sons, is well off the bag, almost over where a second baseman would normally play. So if you bunt it hard past the circle, get it past the pitcher, and it's not down the line, there's no way they'd get her out because Sons being off the bag, if she had to go to her right at all to play a ball, there's nobody to cover first. Let's see if Ella can maybe choke up here, just slap at it. If you don't separate your hands, it's not a bunt. The 0-2. Fouled back. Still no balls, 2 strikes. And if they're going to play that shift, hitting the ball to the right side is still the right idea. Honestly, a roller to where the first baseman Sons is would be interesting as to who would win the race to the bag. Aller hits a fly ball to right. Pretty well, it's kind of a pop-up, and it's a basket catch made by the first baseman Sons on the grass for out number 1. One down for Amber Schatz, who is 0 for 2, has reached on an error. Well, Assumption started to put the shift on, and then they sent the second baseman Krogan back to her normal spot. First pitch, fouled straight back, 0-1. No balls and a strike to shots. One out, nobody on, bottom of the sixth. Ottumwa is trying to get on the board here, down 7-0. The pitch. Roller back to the circle. Aggies throw to first in time, 2 down. Jordan Paul's the batter, 1 for 2 with the single.
Now batting number 21, Jordan Pauls.
Jordan stands in. Ottumwa's leader in home runs and RBI. 2 out, nobody on. The pitch. Fly ball to center. It's shallow. Coming in is the center fielder, Wardlow, to make the catch, and Ottumwa goes quietly in the sixth. We go to the seventh. Ottumwa down 7-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 7th inning. Davenport Assumption 7, Ottumwa 0. Bulldogs softball. Still one more game to go after this one for Ottumwa here in their own classic. They'll face Fairfield in the final game of this tournament. It was supposed to be a 2-day tournament, of course, but yesterday's heavy rains wiped out day 1. Assumption will have 4, 5, and 6 due up in their order. Rowe, Loken, and Nagy against Chloe Bradley, who in all likelihood is heading out to the circle at Houston Field for the final time in her career. Senior being the number 2 starter. Sydney Rowe has flied to center, hit an RBI single, and had another single.
Leading off number 32, Sydney Rowe.
Let's see if Chloe can put together a good final inning at home. First pitch on the way. Lined into left. Frankie over towards the line. Has to play it on a hop. Soft single for Rowe. Her 3rd hit of the game. 10th hit of the ball game.
Now batting number 1, Maddie Loken.
For the Knights. We'll get a courtesy runner for Rowe again. And we figured out who 27 is. Isabella Solis, just out of 8th grade, will again run for Rowe. Maddie Loken, the batter, and there's a fly ball to center. Maddie Hauk is there, makes the catch, 1 down. Bella Nagy, the batter, 0 for 3, a fly out to center and 2 ground balls to short.
Number 31, Bella Nagy.
Seven runs, 10 hits, 3 errors for Assumption. No runs, 2 hits, and 5 errors for Ottumwa. Bradley's pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1 as Solis at first started to run but then stopped. Old one the count. The next offering missed, and the count evens at 1-1. Top 7, 1 on, 1 out for Assumption. They lead Ottumwa 7-0 here at Houston Field. The 1-1. Popped up, right side, foul. And just on the foul side of the line, the catch made by Sam Weeks for out number 2. Tough catch with the batter coming down the line.
Now batting number 10, Izzy Krogman.
I think they actually called interference on Nagy, but the ball was caught anyway. So 2 down for Isabella Krogman, who is 0 for 3, reached on an error and scored last inning. First pitch, ground ball sharply foul down the third base line, 0-1. Bradley trying to put a 0 on the board in her final inning today. The 0-1. Fouled back to the screen, 0-2. So Lee's runner at first has been running the last couple of pitches, but Assumption keeps fouling it off. 0-2 to Isabella Krogman. See if Chloe can find a way to finish with the strikeout here. Hasn't had one yet today. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Popped it up, right side foul. And Jordan Pauls makes the catch to retire the side. So a good job by Chloe Bradley in her final inning, pitching around a leadoff single, no runs, 1 left. To go to the bottom of the 7th, last chance for Ottumwa. In their first game today, they trail Assumption 7-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 7th inning. Ottumwa trailing Davenport Assumption 7-0. And it looks like we have some changes here for the Knights.
Leading off number 27, Ashlyn Sheets.
Abby O'Dean is now playing first base. She had been the designated player. We've got a different catcher here, too. Ashlyn Sheets leads it off. And that pitch hit her, nicked her as it went by, so Sheets reaches to start the 7th. She had been 0 for 2, and now here's Sam Weeks, who's 0 for 2. I'm going to get a pinch runner for Sheets. That'll be Hunter Caldwell. So Caldwell now the runner at first, and Weeks will be the batter.
Now batting number 11, Sam Weeks.
First pitch on the way to Sam. Hit in the air, left side. That'll get down foul for strike 1. Catherine Snyder is now catching. As the pitch here, swing and a miss at a rise ball, 0-2. That pitch in there for strike 3, and Weeks knew it. She's down for out number 1. Catherine Snyder had been a pinch runner earlier in the game for Sun, so she comes back in. So Snyder comes back into that 3 spot to catch. Get a pinch hitter for Maddie Hauk. Emma Strayer will get an at-bat here. With 1 on, 1 out here in the 7th, and Ottumwa down 7-0. Strayer having a good season, hitting .351 with 9 runs batted in. First pitch, strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Ball was dropped, and Caldwell races for second on a pass ball. Good alert base running by Hunter Caldwell. 0-1 now to Strayer. Yeah, at this point, Assumption's batting order may not matter, but Snyder is catching and batting in the 3 spot. As Strayer bunts at third base side, good bunt fielded by Miller. Throw to first in time for out number 2. As down to third goes Caldwell, and Ottumwa's last chance to score in game 1 will be Sydney Rockhold, who's going to pinch hit for Ella Thompson. Rockhold hitting .240 with a couple of runs batted in. So Rockhold stands in. Pitches a strike at the knees, 0-1. Bulldogs trying to avoid being shut out. Down to their final out here. Runner at third, bottom 7. And a swing and a miss, and a tumble down to its final strike, 0-2. Let's see if Rockhold can keep the ball game alive. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. Ottumwa falls to Assumption by a final of 7-0. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and get you the totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people, people with goals, people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs fall in their first game of this year's Ottumwa Classic to Class 3A number 2 Davenport Assumption 7-0. For the night, 7 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors, 6 left on base. The winning pitcher, Bella Nagy, now 18-2. For Ottumwa, no runs, 2 hits, 5 errors, 5 left on base. Chloe Bradley, the loss, now 8-7. The ball game took 1 hour and 36 minutes to complete. Ottumwa drops to 21-13. Assumption improves to 28-8, and they shut out both of their opponents in their appearance at the Classic this year. One more game for Ottumwa, one more game in the Classic. Bulldogs will take on Fairfield in just a little while. On the radio side, a 3-minute timeout, then Radio Iowa News, Radio Iowa Sports. On the video side, a few more messages from our sponsors, and the Game 1 feed will be shut down and prepared for saving. We'll get the Game 2 live feed up in just a little while, and we'll be back here for more softball. The final game of the Ottumwa Classic comes up soon here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people, people with goals, people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Performance Pipe in Bloomfield is hiring. They have 3 classifications open for hire: molding operators, a molding setup, and a maintenance position. Performance Pipe offers a competitive benefit package including medical, life insurance, pension plan, 401k, paid vacation, and holidays. Applicants must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. To apply, go to cpchem.com. Click Careers, type in Bloomfield to see the details of each job and apply for the one that best suits you. Or Google Performance Pipe in Bloomfield and ask for D. Chevron Phillips Chemical Company is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.